So mostly I'm a writer
Hmm.
and humorist, but I also illustrate whatever I write. And so my question is about digital art.
Hmm.
Do you have any experience putting this together for digital
All day long,
artists?
all day long. Digital art is a massive trap, right? And I constantly get this question about digital art, and it infuriates me. And so I have to ask you a different question, change it up a little bit to bring the point home. If I had a knife company and I hired you, Rebecca, to sell knives door to door for me, what would you knock on the door and have in your hand?
A knife.
The knives. You wouldn't have photos of the knives. You wouldn't have a catalog of the knives because if
Right.
you did, you would have to be the best salesman in the history of mankind or you wouldn't sell any, right? And so
Hmm.
everyone tells me digital art. I don't care if it's digital art. Everything's digital art. Photography is digital art. The only thing that's not digital art you could say is on a canvas. But you're not selling digital art. You're selling this. This has dimensions. It hangs on a wall. It's real. It's tactile. I can touch it. People can look at it. People can covet it. Digital art is just a JPEG. No one's selling JPEGs. I can't staple a JPEG to my wall. So it doesn't matter what format it's in. This is what you're selling. This is the product that goes on the wall. So guess what? Get prints and show and sell this. Do not sell the digital art, right?
Good. That's easy.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's really really easy. And then obviously, there's a reason that we offer merch. Like you can put the digital art on merch. You can put the digital art into open editions, limited editions on every media type imaginable, and you should do so, right? It doesn't cost you anything to do any of it. It's all print on demand. So, yeah, the fact that it's digital is no big deal. The fact that I get infuriated about is like when I go to someone's social media profile that is a digital artist, and I'm not picking on you and saying you're doing this, but I'm just saying in a macro, and all I see is 2D image after 2D image after 2D image after 2D image. And it's like, you guys need to be told because you're extremely visual people. Like, you're capable of visualizing a 2D image in your social media on the wall. The rest of us are not. You're making us think too hard. Do not make us think. Show me what comes to my front door and watch what happens. Your whole
That
business will
is a
change like
great bit
that.
of advice.
Yes.
That's a great bit of
I
advice.
told you.
Thank
I've
you.
been doing this a long time.
Okay.
It is a cardinal sin, and I'm not kidding. I get this question 3 to 5 times a week. Well, I'm a digital artist. I'm a digital artist. Does it apply to me? And it's like, you're not selling digital art, okay? You are selling, unless you're selling NFTs, and don't ask me about those. I don't want to go on it. But you're selling the thing that goes on the wall, right? Or you're selling the coffee cup or the yoga mat or the tote bag or the pillow or the puzzle, whatever it is, the calendar. That's what you're selling. Focus 100% on that. If you don't have that and you're not ready to show that, you're making a mistake.
So let me ask a follow-up
Please.
question. You're talking about digital art on media other
Yes.
than, on cups, on,
Yeah, on all of it.
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you do that, or would that order be placed through something like Cafe Press or?
No, we do all that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of one of the amazing things about where the world has gone, right? And quick tangent, and then I'll get into the next questions. Like in my day when I was coming up, I'm 42 now, like in my 20s, if I wanted to do anything merch related, and I don't care if it's t-shirts or calendars or notepads or whatever, it was a 1,000 piece minimum order that I had to pay for, that I had to inventory and hold on to, right? Well, God bless technology. Now we are in a complete POD world. POD stands for print on demand, which means you hold no inventory. You don't have to,
Right.
aside from the samples that you show, right? You
Right.
don't have to hold any inventory whatsoever. You get an order, it can be one. It can be one. They will print it and ship it. Now, on the art side, that's been around for a while. It works fantastic. You get all the top quality stuff. On the merch side, the only downside is, you'll get a throw pillow, but it's not going to be, a goose down $599 my gosh pillow. It's going to be a little bit cheesy of a pillow, but guess what? It doesn't matter. It's you monetizing your creative talents on as many different products as possible. So, yeah.
So that piece of art you held up,
Yeah.
did you print that and frame it?
Yeah. Yeah. I ordered it from one of our printers. I have like literally the whole stack because I have to teach this on a regular basis. Now you've encouraged me. Okay. I'm going to go through it. Let me get my props. Sit tight. Now, there are 5 main media types that I believe every artist, every photographer should have in today's day and age. These are a little bit beat up. Again, see my aforementioned point about my children, streperous tyrants that they are. This is a fine art. I have a green screen, so it looks a little weird. This is a framed fine art paper. You could do texture, not texture, but you notice how I can hold it. I can show that it's framed. I can show that it's ready to hang. I can show that it has these lovely little feet, felt feet. So got to have at least one fine art paper. Of course, you have to have gallery wrapped canvas. Beautiful. Edge to edge printing, also ready to hang, can be framed, doesn't need to be framed. Newest kid on the block, metal. Not newest kid on the block, really. But you have to have a metal. You have to be able to show a metal. You have to show why a metal is awesome, and do that entire operation. Acrylic, which is probably my favorite, which I showed earlier. So I can talk about acrylic. I can show acrylic, again, ready to hang. And you'd be surprised. A lot of wood prints sell too. Wood is kind of cool. It looks beautiful, right? It hangs nicely on the wall. You can zoom in and show the texture and the detail. So there I have 5 different media types in my hand, right? Anyone that gets on a Zoom call with me, anyone that talks to me, anyone that wants to talk to me, or if I'm doing a live video, I can show you the 5 different media types that are available in my store. Boom. How many of you can raise your hand and say you have that ready to show right now? Don't answer. I already know the answer. Okay. Oh, Anita, come on with your bad self, Anita. I love it. We'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, that's...
So I can order those samples from you, have them ready here, and hold them up and say, yours will look just like this.
Yep. And not only that, you'll go... I realize that this thing is 8 by 10, but this can also come in 24 by 36 or bigger or smaller, right? And again, like, this is the beautiful thing about technology. You guys all have these telephoto lenses on your cameras, and I'll show it to you again. Wow, look at the zoom on that, right? Like, we all have it just by going in and out. So yes, that's our time.
Thank you.
That was my pleasure. That was my pleasure, Rebecca. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for checking out the Q&A. What if you have your own question? First, you can leave me a comment below on this YouTube video. I see them. I will respond. Number 2, definitely encourage you to subscribe. It's very easy to do. There's some fancy motion graphics going across the screen now. But there's a subscribe button. There's a bell button. You'll know when we're live. You can come on and say, Patrick, I have a question, even from your YouTube app, which is super handy. And then the third is 3 times weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, free Zoom calls. We call them the Art Business Workshops. There's going to be a link directly below me in this description. You can sign up. They're free. You can come answer your question, which I'm sure will be awesome. And I will do my measure best to make sure my advice is slightly better than marginal. No, but in all seriousness, I'll take a crack at answering it. Thanks for checking out this video.